Hello loud thinkers, Esplanade presents Kalaa Utsavam, Indian Festival of Arts from November 21st to the 30th, 2014. An annual festival, Kalaa Utsavam celebrates Indian arts. It's a 10-day fabulous festival that presents an exciting selection of contemporary and traditional performances by acclaimed Indian artists from Singapore and beyond. Well, today I have with me Mr. Shridar, who's the programmer at the Esplanade Company Limited, and he's going to tell us a lot more about what to look forward to this year's Kalaa Utsavam festival. If you're new to Singapore, you would definitely not want to miss this, and if you've been around here, then you would definitely want to know more. Stay tuned to letsthinkaloud.com with Mr. Shridar Mani. Hello Shridar.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you so much for taking time out of your very busy schedule just ahead of Kalaa Utsavam.
Not a problem. I'm glad to share what we have to offer for the next 10 days.
Fabulous. I'm so looking forward. Of course, we all know what to look forward to and what are the highlights, or we've already bought tickets of most of the shows that we're coming to. But going back a little, could you tell us a little about the birth of Kalaa Utsavam?
So Kalaa Utsavam is one of the four cultural festivals that we have at Esplanade that coincide with various cultural celebrations of various communities in Singapore throughout the year. The festival was first presented in 2002 as a 3-day festival, and it has now grown into a 10-day festival, and that covers a wide range of programs from music, dance, theatre, visual arts, amongst others. It's also it's the 13th edition of the festival this year, and our lineup comprises 17 ticketed performances and more than 50 non-ticketed performances. Wow. So with such a wide range of programs available, that we really have something for all audiences.
Fabulous. So what would you say is the USP of Kalaa Utsavam over the last decade or more?
Well, I think through the years we have kind of evolved and grown the festival's approach, and also grown the audience for the Indian performing arts in Singapore. For example, in earlier editions we presented a lot more popular artists that were well known in the community, but we find that as the years have gone by, our audiences have grown, and so has the demand for the Indian performing arts in Singapore. So we find a lot of outside presenters also bringing in some of these artists that we presented in earlier editions. So now we've kind of changed our direction a little bit to look at producing new work, growing the local Indian performing arts scene, and also presenting artists who may not be as well known, but who are making big steps in the Indian performing arts scene, and who are doing new things with classical or familiar art forms.
Fabulous. So let me just kind of take off from what you just answered, considering you're one of the core persons from the programming team. So when you kind of have a meeting a couple of months before Kalaa Utsavam and you decide, okay, let's decide what kind of shows you want to bring in. So year after year after year, we have a fabulous lineup. What really goes into the thought process of what kind of programs should be seen at Kalaa Utsavam?
Well, as you well know, the Indian community is so diverse and so big, and we really have such a wealth of culture to offer that it's actually sometimes very hard to choose programs that will fit into 10 days. But we try and have a wide range of programs that cover that appeal to a large audience base. We also have so in addition to presenting international artists, we also have a strong focus in developing local work. And we feel that the local Indian art scene has grown a lot, just even in the last 13 years, and we want to be able to support a lot of local artists in the work that they are doing. So for example, this year we have Naga Mandala by Hum Theatre, which is a festival commission, and we are very excited to see this performance, which opens this Friday. Similarly, we also have The Blind Age by Raka Maestra, which is a contemporary dance theatre performance, and we've kind of watched Raka grow over the last few years, and this is the first time that we will be presenting one of her works as part of the festival, and so we're really looking forward to seeing how she has grown and how this performance marks a kind of milestone in her performing career in Singapore as well. Similarly, we also cater to young audiences, so we have a new festival commission called Once Upon a Peacock's Tale, which is for audiences aged 4 to 8, but of course those who are young at heart are more than welcome to come along, and it takes a Rajasthani folktale and puts a kind of contemporary twist on it with music and dance and visual art as well. At the same time, we also want to showcase some of the traditional performing arts. So at the outdoor theatre from the 21st to the 23rd, we have Tolpava Kuttu, which is shadow puppets from Kerala, and there are only 2 professional troupes in the world that perform this still, and we have one of those troupes coming down. So it's a rare chance for even Indian audiences to see an art form that they may not have encountered before.
Fabulous. So also I wanted to ask you, there are a lot of, like you rightly said, unseen performances, unseen talent, unseen artists that people would love to see. Say someone's tuned in right now who knows that he has it in him to be featured at Kalaa Utsavam. What does he or she do, or what does that band do to be a part of Kalaa Utsavam in the coming years?
Well, we're always getting new ideas, and we're always finding new artists who want to be a part of the festival, or who have something to offer. So they can write into Esplanade, and we can then follow up with them and see if there's an opportunity to bring them to the festival.
Lovely. Any mission, any vision that you see? Because now with every passing year, as expectations are high, also after 13 years, there is a need for you as well as the audiences to bring in something that may be different from what they have seen. So what's the mission or the vision like for the coming years of Kalaa Utsavam?
Well, there are a few things. As mentioned earlier, one of the things is to be able to produce and develop work by the local Indian performing arts community. We also want to be able to showcase artists who are pushing boundaries, who are doing new things with Indian art forms. For example, this year we have Shubha Mudgal, who is a very famous Hindustani classical singer, but the program that we are featuring her in, Koshish, actually combines elements of jazz, of popular music, of Western art music together. So it's a very unique presentation from an artist who is familiar, but we've never really seen her do something like this before. And then we also want to be able to introduce audiences to the new generation of Indian artists. For example, we have Raghu Dikshit this year, who actually performed at our festival in 2007 at the outdoor theatre, and they have not been back to Singapore since. And so we are really excited that they'll be performing in our concert hall to a large audience, and we also know that they have grown as well over the last 7 years, and so we are very excited to see how far they have come, and that we were part of that we presented them at a time when they were still young and upcoming, and now they've become more established, and we want to be able to present more artists like that as well.
Great. So for all those who haven't bought their tickets yet, or for all those who already bought tickets of the shows that they want to see at Kalaa Utsavam, what is it that you want to say to them?
Buy your tickets now. They're available at Sistik, and you can also check out our website, which is www.kalautsvam.com, and all the information is on there. It's going to be a great festival, and I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody there.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Shridar, for talking to us.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.